This is Draw the Line. Welcome. We are going to talk about National Women's Day today. Uh, I get called a misogynist quite often sometimes, but I just go by a certain degree. I want the same thing measured. I do not really care for National Women's Day, National Men's Day. I don't even like Black History Month. Oh, what? Holy smokes. What's that about? That's about uh, taking time to recognize someone, yes, or a group or section. Why don't we recognize them all as individuals when it needs be? A lot of times you see a lot of virtual signaling. Oh, they did this, they did that, and then when you actually do the research, you find out it's really not true. Those people didn't do it on all by themselves, whatnot, this, that, and the other thing. They had help normally. If it's Black history, normally they try to say that well, this person created the game cartridge and they were black. No, they were advancing something that was already created. Or the jacket, certain jacket was made by a black inventor. No, it just became fashionable by a certain black person and was actually made by a white person. I don't care about the race. I don't care about if they're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. I care about what they did and why they did it. Why do we have to segregate everything off into race, to sex, to gender, to whatever, and not just recognize people for their accomplishments? So normally you get a whole bunch of like the virtue signaling, like on Women's Day, like Princess Leia this or so and so that, uh, and I find it just trite. And what am I drawing today? Am I drawing a female? Hell yes, I'm drawing a female. Because I'm drawing a person that made it into the Rangers. One of the first females to make it in the Rangers without having special special requirements set on them. They passed the same requirements all the other men did. They held to a standard. Okay. And this earns my respect. And I'm sure they earned all the other men's respect in the military and the Rangers. Being a Ranger is not easy. Not every man makes not is like the Navy SEALs of the Army. Okay. You have to it's a grueling task just to make it through that basic training camp. And if you do, you are a specific special kind of person with a certain ethics about themselves that made you able to do that. And this lady here, I think her name was Rebecca. Start with R, maybe. I know I'm not drawing her the most prettiest here, but she did it. She made it. She has my respect. It's not because she's female. It's just because she did something a lot of other people couldn't do. I would respect the males just the same. Is she the first female? Well, yeah, there's got to be a first in something, right? So she put the hard work in. She didn't make excuses. She got it done. She didn't wait till tomorrow. She didn't talk about it. She didn't make complaints. She was put down because, of her gender or anything like that. She went in and she did it. Did she know she was probably going to get, a little hazed here and there? Yeah. Anyone doing something that most people will find disagreement with often get hazed. Present company included. My opinions sometimes aren't popular, and I get flack for it. But it doesn't change my opinions because they don't bring forth information that would change my opinions. I want information. I want logic. Why am I wrong? So all the other fictional creatures and movie quotes and all this, it wasn't about the woman. It was about the character. I don't understand why we have to celebrate Women's Day or Men's Day. How about just have a celebration of People Day? People in general for their accomplishments. I understand some of you are like, well, some people will be overshadowed. Well, why isn't this person getting recognized on International Women's Day? Or her friend that also passed and got into the Army Rangers. Why aren't feminists talking about her? Why aren't people that are keep posting all this virtue signaling stuff aren't talking about her and what a great thing she did, not taking down, not getting special treatment, and accomplishing a goal that was hard for anyone to begin with? That's my question. And I highly doubt that I'll get an answer. This lady served her country, served my country. My hat's off to her. I remember watching China Beach, where there was like kind of a fight, and they were talking kind of, I think, about sexism or whatever in China Beach back. Now I'm showing my age because that was an old TV show, and the lead commander of it was female, and she screamed at everybody and said, "There's no color here. There's no black. There's no female. There's no male. The only color is green." And I just dug that philosophy. Take away all that racial divisive bullshit. Be one unit. Be one kind of people. There was also like it was a really bad TV show, but it was awesome. I loved it. It was about a judge that was taking law in his own hands, kind of like the Punisher. But he was just, he wasn't killing them off. He was just bringing them to justice. And this black guy was helping him. And he had a lot of the Jewish community were being extorted out of money. And he went undercover with this Jewish guy that was the only one that kind of opened up to him. And the black guy said, "It's so great that your people and my people are getting along right here." And the Jewish guy said, "Well, that's the problem. We got to stop saying you're my people and just recognize that we're all people. We're all people." This lady is a person. She is female. She has done something lots of males couldn't do and lots of other people couldn't do. I don't want to recognize her because she's female. I want to recognize her because she did something that a lot of people couldn't do. She did something despite the odds, overcame the odds. She did something that even when people told her to quit, she stood steadfast in her belief in herself and accomplished her goal, win, lose, or draw. And that is a part of humanity that should be accommodated and should be respected. Not that because of her gender, not because of her race, not because of whatever time it was a day, that she accomplished a goal most people couldn't, despite might be a perceived disadvantage or even a disadvantage. Why isn't that not being celebrated? Why is that not being commemorated in this day and age? I do not know. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. If you like my content, please subscribe. Please share it to other people. I like to be thought-provoking. I like to have talk more about ideas than collective ideology. I'd rather have the conversation. Please comment in the bottom and have a great and wonderful day.